If the pressure on Ryan Garcia, is it immense just from the standpoint of going to Deontay, not to lose to Devin? People look at him and be like,
that's why I think that Ryan deserves a lot of credit. Because if he loses to Devin Haney, he's in a pretty tough spot. You know, he's moving up to 140, so this is his true weight class. There's no hydration clause, and Devin's really difficult to beat. You know, it's not like you're in with a guy who's a bit limited and, you know, you can find a way. Like, Devin's very tricky and very skillful. So, again, like, I think that if Ryan loses this fight, he's not in a great position. But he's also young. But we should be commending that rather than saying, oh, you're done if you finish. You should be looking to take the biggest challenges in the sport. And I think, you know, he messaged me a while ago and said, I want to fight Devin Haney. I didn't really believe him, you know. And then he moved on to Rowley, which was definitely the right decision for him. But when that fell through, he came back to Devin, and you know, you have to give him a lot of respect for taking the fight.
Eddie, why was it the right decision to face Rowley at that moment when he messaged you?
Because it's a lot easier fight. You know, if you're representing a fighter, you want, you know, sometimes the biggest reward for the biggest risk. But I would fight Rowley every day over Devin Haney. I mean, it's such an easier fight.
Bernard Hopkins.
And you know, I think that he when that fight became available, I was disappointed, but I didn't hate him for the decision. I felt like it was probably the right decision. But what impressed me most was when that fight did fall through, Ryan stepped up and went back to Devin and said, yeah, we're going to make it happen.
Does Rowley end up beating
No, I think Pitbull wins that fight.
Eddie, why do you think?
Sorry?
So what do you think make up all these fights from the PBC side?
Yeah, I mean, it's great for us, great for DAZN, but you know, the problem is we're in a good position now where we don't just need to bring any fighter, any big name, because it's the price of that fighter. The price has got to be right for the business. You know, you get a lot of these guys. This is why people are so inactive. Look what Inactivity did to Deontay Wilder, all because he wasn't prepared to take the money for an easy defence in Alabama, which he should have done. Terence Crawford should be fighting now in Omaha, even if it's against someone from the top 10. Stay relevant, keep the profile moving. Look at Anthony Joshua. You know, he took two small paydays in Jermaine Franklin and Robert Helenius. Then, of course, moved on to Wilding and now Ngannou. That's 4 fights in 11 months. But those guys, Wilder wouldn't have taken the money that AJ made for Franklin and Helenius, because I'm not fighting for that kind of money. So that you end up sitting out for 18 months with no rounds and then get beat by Josie Parker. Terence Crawford fights once a year. He's the best fighter in the sport. It's crazy. So there's a method to staying active, and you get the most amount of money. But those guys, you know, it's not just a case of us going in and signing Crawford and signing Boots. Like Boots against Cody Crawley, it's not a fight that's going to do great numbers. But Boots is a guy that could go on and rule the division. So you just got to be smart. There's a huge amount of fighters available in the marketplace from PBC, but it's not just a case of signing all of them and then not being able to honour your obligations to them, because that was the problem before.
Eddie, why do you think Tank was willing to negotiate with you for a Conor Ben fight, but not for the Devin Haney offer?